Hello YouTube, this is Kondrik. Welcome to my base. I've had a few requests for a tour of my base on ShadwDrgn server. Um, so I figured I'd go ahead and show it off a little bit. As you can see, I've got project tables. I've got inverted black lamps for the lighting. Few skulls, some barrels, and the ender chest with all my BT battery storage. So hope you liked it and have a great day. Just kidding, guys. I know anybody that's watched ShadwDrgn's tour of my base knows that there's a lot more to it. Here we go. This is my village. As you can see on the mini map, it's a perfect circle, as I like to do. The bigger buildings with the dark wood for the sides are actually my design. Little hotels, motels, whatever you want to call them, as well as this. These other buildings were built for me by Console Girl to help me get my village started when I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with those. I only had one of those up. And she was like, well, hey, here we go. Let's build something. So she did. And I like them, but I'm going to have to take them down, I think, because I have way too many villagers, and they're causing lag. There are actually enough doors in this village to naturally spawn, I believe it's 4 iron golems, which is insane. Unless you want an iron farm, there's really no need. But anyway, oh yeah, my wool farm over here, which some of the sheep keep getting out of for some reason. It's just a bunch of sheep in a pen. I have a pressure plate here, which does not activate the deployer on its own. But underneath of the block where the pressure plate is, I have a redstone torch that turns off when a sheep steps on the pressure plate. So it activates when they walk off of it, which actually works better anyway, because when they're right on top of it, sometimes the shears don't work. And if we look, you can see it's actually done some stuff. It's actually collected some wool, which is kind of nice. And I have little wood golems underneath that go out and collect the wool and then put it into that ender chest under there, which I can't seem to access, which puts it into my sorting system, temporary sorting system. Over here we have a melon and pumpkin farm, fully automatic. What it does is the lever powers the redstone repeaters, which point at the only space available for the melon and pumpkin to grow. When they do grow, that sends the signal through to the redstone, which pulses the block breaker, which collects the stuff. And I have down under there, I have my enchanting room, but I have wood golems which come out and pick up the melon pieces and the pumpkins and throw them into an ender chest, which goes through my sorting system. Over here we have a sort of a version of my compact paper farm. The way this one works, though, because I don't have block breakers, I have straw golems which break the sugarcane, and then the wood golems put everything into that relay, including the other things they harvest. But this filter passes just the sugarcane into the crafting portion of the system, which is identical in design to the tutorial machine, just slightly different layout. It was before I came up with the design for the machine I did in the tutorial. And I have an alloy furnace over here just because that's the primary power location right now. I also have my Thaumcraft area, which I do want to move into the main base as soon as I have a floor set up. As you can see, the marker blocks are set up in the chest knight pattern. The same pattern Etho uses for his reed farm. It's up to over 1 or over 1 up to whatever, up 1 over 2. It's the best layout for anything that has to have something next to it. So that's where your water and your lily pads would go if you were making a reed farm. As you can see, it's not organized at all. It's just there so that I could do my Thaumcraft stuff. And I have my research table here. That paper farm over there also spits into the sorting system. As you can see, I've got stacks of paper, which I use for research and other stuff. And over here is my ore processing facility, which is very, very messy. It does what I need it to, but it's far from what I would do a tutorial on. And I can do a tutorial on something like this if people would like, but I need to know if people want to see that. If they do, I will come up with a much cleaner design before even considering a tutorial. But the way it works, ores go in this first filter, which go over to a relay above the grinder, which is currently processing cobblestone into gravel and then gravel into sand to make glass. Out of the grinder, this relay over here pulls everything out of all of these machines, but it pulls out of the grinder and then cycles up where it sends it through, sends the dirty gravel down through the ground into a deployer that I have under here. Actually, let me just go like this. Oh, no, can't do that. Never mind. I have an underground deployer that is a bucket filler system, similar to the design Elram uses in her base. If I do a tutorial on my ore processing, I'll be including that step. So don't worry about that. I can explain it in the future if people would like. It goes through that. It gets sent into this washer, I think is what it's called, and gets pulled out of that, sent back through as the clean gravel or chunks into the slag furnace where it gets refined, and then it comes back out and goes through this other filter into all these crystallizers, which I know is not the most efficient way, but it works. And then it gets pulled out of the crystallizers, back up through this filter into that furnace under there to get turned into ingots, and then pulled back through again to go into these barrels right here. And as you can see, I've got plenty of metal. But anyway, and then the rest of my temporary sorting system is right here. This is just a complete mess, but that's where I've got most of everything going right now. Anything that does not have a place to go, because I'm using a router, anything that does not have a place to go ends up going to that relay there, and then back into these tubes, which it just keeps cycling unless that relay above the router clogs. And if that happens, then it overflows into these chests right here. So I have overflow set up, but it's a very, very temporary system. It's really messy, and I wouldn't recommend doing it. It's just something I had to put in place so I had access to things. Over here I have my dark iron machine, which I will be glad to do a tutorial on this if anybody's interested. And it looks like it burned out. Yes, it did. But as you can see, when this is lit, it puts the dark iron on, or it puts the iron there. It turns into dark iron, and after a slight delay, it takes it back out and puts it into the barrel. As I said, I can do a tutorial on that if anybody's interested. Over here, we've got my automated brickworks. Same design I used in my tutorial. I do have a project table up here with plans for slabs and stairs. I could have automated those into the system, but it would have just made it a lot more complex, and I didn't really feel the need because I just grab what I need when I need it. And this is the entrance to the base. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about the render distance, everybody. I had to remove Optifine. It was causing all kinds of weird glitches. The latest versions don't play nicely with Forge. So, but here's the entryway to the base. It has these little jungle trees I thought were a nice decorative way to add to the path. I was going to build a dock off here. I still may. I don't know. I don't have any good designs for one yet. Down here, you can see the base, or at least the entrance. This glass path goes all the way around, and I was actually recording this already and didn't realize my mic was turned off, and during the previous recording a creeper dropped on top of me and blew this hole here. But yeah, oh, there's another one. Boots of the Traveler for the win. But if Optifine was working, you'd be able to see through the clear water out here into the ocean. I've tried to make this glass curve upward towards the land on either side. Which sort of works, sort of hasn't. You can see the curve looks much better here. And if we go through here, creeper's gone, good. If we go through here, you can see the stairs, which we'll get to in a little bit. But here's the planned storage room. Let me get up top here so you can see it better. Oops. The Vinovator, or whatever you want to call it. But you can see I have sticks in all the places I haven't allocated yet, but I've got the basic building blocks over there, basic wood building blocks, saplings for the wood, and then the dyes and stuff. And then just my basic resources that I need to set up this system in the base. Now, one thing ShadwDrgn didn't see in his tour that I was going to tell him, but whatever. If you walk at normal speed across here, you get down to the next half level just by walking straight across. As long as you don't snag on the glass, then you might fall fairly far. But if you run and jump, you will actually be able to walk straight across. I know there are better options that mods can provide as far as elevators are concerned, but I kind of like it. So let's go down to the bottom and show you what's going on down there, because I really don't have anything on the floors in between. So at the bottom of the glass pillars I have lava, just for lighting and ambience. And it took me a very, very long time, even with the Wand of Equal Trade, to replace all the ores and stone down here with dirt. And then getting the mycelium to grow also took a while. But I thought it'd be kind of interesting. Over here we have my battery box charging, or my charging system, where the ender chest with the batteries in it goes. Creepers. Okay, no creepers. And you can see all these battery boxes are full of fully charged batteries. When you take a battery out of the chest, it pulses and pulls one in, and then it'll put it into the chest when it's needed, and so on and so forth. But there we go, that's that. And as you can see, I have stairs going up. Let's see, what's the one that's most complete? I think this one maybe. But this spiral stair design I came up with a while ago. It took me a while to figure it out. But it has a landing on every number 10. So, or every multiple of 10. So this is 10. Up here is 20. And each landing is exactly at the 8th turn. So, you know, that this is an 8th. Then up here's a quarter. And then 3/8 and so on. And a skeleton and some lag. But you can see if you look at the mini map, you can see level 40, level 50, level 60, etc. What I was planning for this base was to have a floor on every multiple of 10 and a half floor, a maintenance level in between those on every half level, every 5. Every multiple of 5 in between the 10. If we go... Let's go down here. If we go down here, you can see this design took me a while to figure out too. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but it's every half level has a ring of stone bricks, so it breaks up the glass a little bit. And but I like being able to look through the glass. I know there's a lot of glass, and it looks terrible in the vanilla texture pack. And so I'm sorry for anybody that watched ShadwDrgn's tour and was like, ew, that looks horrible because the glass is ugly. This was built in the Sortex texture pack, which is what I'm using right now. And I was never intending for it to be viewed in the vanilla texture pack because vanilla glass is hideous. But as you can see, the wall of glass. I hear a skelly. Where is the skelly? Oh, he's down below. Okay. The wall of glass lets us look out into the ocean, and if Optifine was working, you could actually see through the clear water and see the underwater landscape, which really actually looks pretty awesome. If you could... Ooh. Well, almost saw it. Oh, yeah, and I have buoyant barrel on my chassis thing from factorization. But yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty decent if the water's clear. But I'm kind of stuck. I don't know what else to do. I want to make a Thaumcraft level. I want to do so many different things, and I'm kind of out of ideas. So if anybody has ideas, let me know. I'd love to get some input. And I am going to be starting a Let's Play on a different server very, very soon. I will be using this base design, the majority of it, because it is a decent design. I just need ideas for how to properly use it. So if I don't implement your ideas here, if you give me ideas and I like them, if I don't implement them on here, I will probably implement them in my Let's Play on the other server that I'm going to be playing on. And if I do, I will do my best to make sure I give credit to whoever came up with the ideas. So regarding that Let's Play, I should be doing that very, very soon. I've found a small server. We've got a group of people that all want to focus on invention and tech mods, invention in tech mods, coming up with new machines, new designs, stuff kind of like what I've been doing tutorials about, and better. So look forward, if you're interested, look forward to those tutorials, or not tutorials, the Let's Play episodes. They should be coming out fairly soon. As you can hear, my voice is still a little bit messed up. I'm trying to talk as normally as possible. My voice is still a little bit messed up, so I might not be doing a lot of recording, but I'm going to try. And so I should be getting out episode 1 of that fairly soon. And so that'll be that. I hope you enjoyed this tour. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see. Let me know. How did I get an egg? Yeah. Let me know if you're interested in a Let's Play. Let me know if you're interested in a tutorial on the Dark Iron machine, or a tutorial on the villager hotels that I came up with. Really, I'm recording to have fun, but I'm also recording to entertain. So let me know what you would find entertaining, and if I think it's reasonable, I'll be glad to do it. I think that's all I have to show this time. But like I said, let me know what you like to see. I'll be glad to show you. I'll be glad to do any kind of tutorials you need. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the tour. And I guess I'll see you next time. Have a great day.